Hi everyone, this is Cherry Enchantress with Pixie Dust Tarot, and this is your Astro Tarot for 2023 for Gemini or anyone who picked the Tarot Animal. It's, Tarot Animal, Tarot of the Wild. And I'm going to use this 3-card reading for the whole year, plus a little bit of the animal spirit oracle and a little romance to throw in there. So let's get started. This is such a decadent, beautiful deck given to me by my Gemini son, Sammy. Here you go. Let's see what's happening this year for Geminis. I love those Geminis. I must have some kind of Gemini karma stuff going on because I seem to be in contact with a lot of Geminis. Okay. Now I'm going to shuffle these this way and see what comes out. I'm asking mainly for 3 cards, but okay, we have we have a bunch of cards. Let's see what we have. We've got, strength, very nice. The lion energy. And 2 of Pentacles, nice, very nice. And justice, excellent. Well, I made a left room for all my cards, didn't I? Oh, this one's so cute. The Hierophant. Okay, Gemini. So far, look at all this major arcana action, too. We have strength, justice, and the Hierophant. You're having a extremely dynamic year. Very powerful so far. Very full of power. A lot of this, major arcana to me represents spirit, outside energy, but for some reason I'm getting your higher self, your higher energy. We have the 6 of Cups, very nice, and 3 of Swords. Okay. And the Ace of Pentacles. All right, well, this is very interesting. Let me take a deep breath here. So the strength, often when I see the strength card, I think of the serenity prayer. God, give me the strength, the courage to, so you have a choice. And the serenity prayer is about a choice. It's to accept what you can't change or change the things you can, to know the difference, have the courage to be able to change the things that you can change. So sometimes it's an interesting dynamic here because sometimes in your thought processes, you may have decided that acceptance is the way to go, and in a lot of cases that's the right way to go. But sometimes acceptance is like the easy road, the less challenging, the not going outside the box, or the not challenge, I said challenging already, the not, it's, if you actually do the hard thing, that's the place where you grow and you learn the most. And so sometimes when we do the less challenging thing, it's almost only we're buying time, because those lessons are going to come into our lives for us to learn anyway. But strength and courage, there's the strength comes in a lot of ways. Strength sometimes does come in when you have to make a sacrifice for the greater good, and so that's where it comes in. But it's about patience too, and compassion, a general compassion for everyone involved in any situation, anything in life that you deal with. It's true. So the white lion is saying this: True strength, inner strength, doesn't need to be shown. It doesn't need to be wielded. It just exists. It flows through us like our life energy, shines like a beacon through every movement you make. You don't need to push. You don't need to force the issue. You can just let everything fall into place in its own time. You have the capacity and the resilience to wait. All right. So there could be a waiting situation. The Two of Pentacles is I think it's about a year full of fun, juggling many likes, being a Renaissance man or woman, somebody who likes to multitask, who can do lots of things well, and finding time to do everything that they want to do, you know, balance all the things in life that they want to do. Justice is about wins in your favor. Justice is about righting the wrongs. I haven't said that in such a long time, righting the wrongs. But when justice came out to me initially, I always was saying righting the wrongs because I believe so much in that. You know, I believe that we don't have to accept things as they are if they're not right. If they're not right in your heart of hearts, in your intelligent mind, and in your complete intuitive energy, and you know it's not right, it can be righted. So the line could be giving you courage to right those things. You know, sometimes I feel like Two of Pentacles can represent distractions, you know, like the things that you do that are fun and frivolous, fun and frivolous, you know, but they might not actually be helping you to this very intense, big role that you have in your life. And what you have in your life is making the truth, you know, come out, the truth of who you are, the truth of your world around you. The owl is saying, I'm not interested in lies or excuses. I am blind to everything that may distract. I just said distract. Seeking only the truth. If you face me you and are untrue, you must pay the price. All your actions have consequences. You will take responsibility for both mistakes and accomplishments. So don't let the world tempt you. Do the right thing, as you will in time receive what you are due. It's about impartiality and justice and balance. But I always see the Justice card as a win in your favor. I don't care what this is saying, even though it sometimes, to me, the Wheel of Fortune more is about what you put out, you get back. It's more of the karma card. Justice is about righting those wrongs. I feel like you guys are right. You are righteous. You're the sparkles of light. You try every day to put your best foot forward and do good deeds, and you will get your justice. You will get your due for all the wonderful things that you've been focusing on. So I don't want you to think that you're going to get punished for anything. This is not about punishment. This is about the good things coming to you. Things that it's like fairness. It's like, you know how when you, well, at any age, but especially when little kids will say, that's not fair. And I used to hate it when parents, adults would say, life's not fair. It doesn't matter if life's not fair or not. We can take that energy and our strength and change it. Let's change it. Let's not just accept unfairness. That's not right. Let's change the unfairnesses of the world, right? That takes courage. Okay. All right. There's some things that you can accept, but I feel like it's just too easy to accept the unfairnesses of the world. Let's try to make some change. So Gemini, you've got like activism coming out here in your reading for this year. The Six of Cups is good. There's like this nostalgia coming through. You know, nostalgia also is another thing that can make you lazy sometimes. Like the good old days. Oh, I remember when, you know, when life was easier. And it's good to, like, it happens a lot of times where we're stuck in reminiscing in the good old days. But memories, it's great, it's fine, you know, to think about the good old days, nostalgia and memories. Sometimes this card to me also represents meeting people from the past or past life. So it can also represent soul tribes and soul family, because there's a familiarity here. But in general, like the main message I think has something to do with being present and not thinking so much about how the past was. Like, today's a new day, focus on today, focus on the now, you know, be present, be in the now, the power of now. Like, go back to Eckhart Tolle and read that if you have some nostalgia. Anyway, but yeah, be present and things will change quite a bit. Now, the deer is saying, life can be simpler, happier, better right now. The present with responsibility and chores is filling your focus. See, that's kind of what this is. You know, there's a happiness about balancing things in your life, you know, all the chores and stuff. And I think you have a general happiness about it, and that's great. Like, that is a really good attitude to have through the whole year. I feel like the Three of Swords is the only attitude where you might need a little help, and it's understandable, because when our hearts get broken, and sometimes it's hard to recover from it. It's like, why is it hard to recover from it? It's just, and we like build up walls against any more heartache or heartbreak, and we think, you know, I just don't want to go through this again, so maybe I just don't talk to people anymore. You know, maybe I just won't date, maybe I just won't talk to girls, or maybe I just won't talk to boys, you know. It's like, what do I do? Well, the heart is, you know, definitely the most sensitive and fragile organ, and that's why it's hard to be vulnerable and let in people, knowing that you could you could get brokenhearted again. But I feel like, you know, I think we need to take it differently. The swords energy, the swords deck, a lot of times is about perception, and maybe it's not about drama, but it's over analyzing situations into a fact that is so ego-based, you know, where it's like, well, I won't do this because la 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 la, you know. It's just very, it adds a coldness and puts a wall up. But what does it do for you? Nothing really. It just protects your ego. But if you step back and get a bigger view and take a look at your spirit, you'll see that this is just another something that happened in life that just needs to be forgiven and let go of, right? So sometimes these things can't stop. You know, when this pain comes, just use it and let your tears come and let them wash away some of the sadness, because it's inevitable. You know, we have our good things and good times and our bad times. So I don't know if you're going to have any heartache at all in 2023, but I feel more there is a wall up protecting you against heartache in 2023, and it's something that you have to learn to pass through. You know, you have to learn. And there could be a lot of people who just haven't cried about it, you know, like the stages of grief. There's different stages of grief, and I think most people experience them in different ways. But generally, one of them is, you know, it has to do with acceptance and crying about it. You know, some people can stay in denial of it and never ever cry about it. You know, never face it, never let it sink in, or never let it change them, or let them move on. But I feel the Ace of Pentacles is here to reassure you. Yes, there's a new beginning, it's almost like a tower, like the tower before the star. It's like there's going to be some kind of truth and acknowledgement about something, and letting go, and so you can build again. So there's seeds being planted, and it's time to nurture yourself and do the work. There's opportunities coming in, and you're going to manifest. You're totally manifesting. you know, it's perfectly, look at all this beautiful energy you have around you. It's perfectly natural to have a little bit of this throughout the year, like a little bit of feeling down about not achieving certain things or certain goals that you want to achieve. The important thing is not to stay in that energy too long, right? Have a good cry and let it go. I know Geminis, y'all are pretty good about letting it go and not staying, holding grudges and staying in a negative space too long. So I think you can do that. But I'm just curious now with the romantic fairy C, how we can clarify the Three of Swords. Let's see what's coming up in your love life. All right, you have friendly support coming in. So fairies and guides and friends give aid. Whenever you need it, there's good positive energy around you all the time. There could be a fairy coming into your life. There could be, a best friend that helps you feel better. There could be spirit guides. This could be whenever you get into Three of Swords energy, it could be almost a pathway to back to your spirituality. Helps you go inside and get a little bit more intuitive. Lots of things happen for a reason, and sometimes heartache can sometimes be there because Spirit wanted you to look into something a little bit deeper. Let's see what Spirit has to say. The spirit animals. This is a little bit longer, but I can't help it, my Geminis. I think you need it. Definitely watch any other videos that you feel connected with, any other readings. And I'll be doing a charm, kind of a pick a charm card reading. I was just thinking the chameleon's kind of cute too, because it's about you adapting into things. You're very adaptable, and that's a really, really nice quality to have. And then you had the horse spirit. So the horse is saying freedom is yours. Like you're not bound to any, no, it takes courage, but you're not bound to any particular path. Whatever you choose, that's for you, you know? This is talking about you being gifted, and Spirit is moving you with this desire for freedom, for travel, adventure, taking a trip somewhere, any kind of journey, any kind of thing that gives you a feeling of choice, you know, the freedom of choice. That could be another thing that's coming through this year. The freedom to choose will be coming back to us as a collective, you know. It reminds us that no matter the circumstances, you have free will, and you know, your choices can take you to a better place, that better situation, better than you ever dreamed of. It doesn't have to be the worst case scenario. It can be the best case scenario when you make that change. We worry about change because the fear of the unknown, but change sometimes, and a lot of times it's discomfort, but right after the discomfort, it's kind of like discomfort, and right after the discomfort is this new sense of wellness, of your being, of goodness, you know. So the horse is about friendship, and that's interesting. We have friends coming out to help you. They help us carry ourselves forward. They've always been with us as, you know, as like transportation and a ride too, you know, and it help in this kind of helper energy. It helps you choose life directions. It supports you while you're on your journey. You know, they give you the speed and also the comfort to get where you're going a little bit faster and a little bit with a little less strain on your body, you know. So that, I think that's that kind of represents this year for you. This adventurous life with a lot of aid and assistance to help you get to where you want to go, but in an easier way than you have before, without less strain on yourself and on your body. But, you know, it's like you're being rewarded for your courage, because if you take these steps with courage, Spirit's going to swoop right in with all the help you need to get where you need to go. And yeah, I love that for you. So I hope you like that too. Thumbs up if you like that, and feel free to comment below and share this, and check out the other readings. They Just a Pixie Dust.